Chapter 6, Part 1. The Working Yogi Higher Than the Quitter. Scenes 6, 1 to 6, 10.
Introduction: The Yogi's Way in the World. Scene: the morning sun of Kurukshetra grows brighter, but the light Krishna now offers Arjuna is even more brilliant. In previous chapters, he has redefined renunciation, clarified the fire of knowledge, and shown the equality of vision. Now Krishna begins the yoga of meditation, dhyana yoga, by addressing a deep misunderstanding that persists in seekers. Is spirituality about quitting the world or living in it differently? Arjuna, who wishes to drop his bow, must hear the truth. The working yogi is higher than the quitter.
Then, in the ancient world, two ideals often clashed. One was the ascetic who renounced society, lived in forests, fasted, and meditated in solitude. The other was the householder or warrior who engaged in society but with detachment. Many thought the renunciate was superior, closer to liberation because he had given up possessions and duties. Krishna challenges this assumption. The true yogi is not one who escapes responsibility but one who fulfills it without ego. The one who acts selflessly, offering work to the divine, is higher than the ritualist bound by form, higher than the scholar bound by words, and even higher than the ascetic bound by pride in renunciation. Krishna redefines greatness. It is not in abandoning duties but in abandoning attachment. The yogi lives in society but does not drown in it. He acts without selfish desire, serves without clinging, and finds freedom not by quitting but by refining. The battlefield itself can be yoga when fought without ego. This is the radical vision Krishna offers Arjuna.
Now, this is strikingly relevant for us. Modern spirituality often splits into two extremes. On one side are those who think true spirituality requires retreat, quitting jobs, leaving families, going to forests or monasteries. On the other side are those who drown in worldly life with no room for spirit. Krishna offers a higher integration. Spirituality is not away from real life. It is inside it. The yogi works in the office, raises children, leads teams, cares for parents, but does so without egoic clinging. His meditation is not escape, but presence, not withdrawal, but refinement. Think about this in your own life. A parent who raises children with patience and without pride is yogi. A leader who serves community without craving recognition is yogi. A worker who does his task sincerely but lets go of obsession with results is yogi. None of these people have quit life. They have quit ego. Krishna calls this the higher path.
Focus. The message of chapter 6 begins with this paradox. Engage the world, refine the self. Do not flee responsibility in the name of spirituality. Live yoga within life itself. The yogi who works selflessly is higher than the ascetic who escapes. This is the yogi's way. Scene 6.1. Who is the true renunciate?
Scene: Krishna declares, "He who performs his duty without seeking its fruits is a true renunciate and a true yogi, not he who merely avoids work or abandons fire rituals."
Then, this reverses the old assumption. The true renunciate is not the one who avoids work or abandons rituals. It is the one who does his duty without craving results. Rituals may be abandoned, but ego may remain. Work may be dropped, but desire may linger. True renunciation is inner, not outer. For Arjuna, this means his wish to quit the battle is not renunciation, but weakness. Real renunciation would be to fight without clinging to victory or fear of defeat.
Now, this truth applies to us directly. Many people think spirituality means quitting jobs, fasting, or avoiding responsibilities. But these outer acts mean little if the heart still clings. The true yogi is the one who fulfills duty, teaching, healing, serving, working but without craving reward or fearing blame. A teacher who serves without pride is yogi. A worker who lets go of promotion anxiety is yogi. A parent who raises children with love but without ownership is yogi. The outer form matters less. The inner spirit matters most.
Focus. Renunciation is not in quitting work. It is in quitting ego. The true yogi acts but without craving fruits. That is freedom. Scene 6.2. Renunciation and yoga are one.
Scene: Krishna continues, "Know that what they call renunciation is also yoga. No one becomes a yogi without renouncing selfish desires."
Then, Arjuna hears that renunciation and yoga are not separate. Renunciation is yoga when selfish desire is abandoned. Yoga is renunciation when ego is dropped. The difference is in words, not essence. Both are about letting go of clinging. For Arjuna, this resolves the tension. He does not need to choose between renunciation and yoga. By practicing karma yoga, acting without selfishness, he is already renunciate and yogi at once.
Now, this dissolves confusion for us too. We often divide spirituality into categories: ascetic versus engaged, monk versus householder, renunciate versus yogi. Krishna shows that the essence is the same. Do you cling or do you let go? A householder who acts without selfishness is renunciate. A monk who clings to pride is not. Yoga and renunciation meet in freedom from desire.
Focus. Renunciation and yoga are one. Drop selfish desire and you are both yogi and renunciate. What matters is not form but freedom. Scene 6.3. The beginner and the master.
Scene. Krishna explains, for the sage who seeks to ascend, work is the means. For the sage who has already ascended, quietude is the means.
Then, Krishna distinguishes between the beginner and the advanced seeker. At the start of the journey, discipline through work is necessary. Action purifies, duty disciplines, and responsibility trains the mind. But once the seeker is mature, once ego has dissolved, quietude becomes natural. The master does not need external duties to purify, for his mind is already steady. For Arjuna, this is important. He is still in training, not yet perfected. For him, work as duty is the right path. To jump to quietude prematurely would mean failure.
Now, this truth guides us today. Many people want shortcuts. Beginners think they can leap to silence and meditation without first learning discipline and action. They run from responsibility only to find their mind restless in solitude. Krishna's wisdom sets order. At the beginning, fulfill your duties with detachment. Let action purify. As you grow, quietude will arise naturally. One stage prepares for the other.
Focus. At the start, act with discipline. Later, rest in quietude. Do not skip steps. Work purifies. Stillness completes. Scene 6.4. Freedom from attachment defines yoga.
Scene. Krishna declares, when one neither clings to sense objects nor to actions, having renounced selfish desires, he is said to have ascended to yoga.
Then, Krishna defines the mature yogi. He is free both from craving objects and from clinging to action. His detachment is balanced. He neither seeks pleasures nor clings to duties as possessions. He acts as needed but does not bind himself with "this is mine." For Arjuna, this is a reminder that yoga is balance. Neither indulgence nor obsession, neither clinging to objects nor to rituals is true yoga.
Now, this balance is rare in our lives. Many people swing between indulgence and obsession. Some cling to pleasures, drowning in consumption. Others cling to duties, binding themselves with identity. I am my job, my role, my achievements. Krishna shows the higher way. Perform duties, but do not cling. Enjoy life, but do not crave. This freedom defines yoga.
Focus. Yoga is freedom from clinging to pleasures or to actions. Do what is needed but stay free. Balance is liberation. Scene 6.5. Lift yourself by yourself.
Scene. Krishna advises, let a man lift himself by his own self. Let him not degrade himself, for the self alone is his friend, and the self alone is his enemy.
Then, Arjuna hears a call to self-responsibility. No one else can live his life. His uplift or downfall lies in his own choices. The higher self, the Atman, can be his friend when he aligns with truth. The lower self, driven by ego and desire, becomes his enemy when he indulges ignorance. For Arjuna, this means the real battle is not just against Kauravas, but within himself. Will he ally with his higher self or betray it to ego?
Now, this is profoundly relevant today. Many people wait for others to rescue them, teachers, leaders, systems. But Krishna reminds us, your choices shape your path. Align with your higher self-discipline, integrity, wisdom, and you rise. Give in to your lower impulses, laziness, pride, greed, and you fall. No one else can live for you. Responsibility lies within.
Focus. Be your own friend, not enemy. Lift yourself through wisdom, discipline, and self-alignment. Your destiny lies in your own hands. Scene 6.6. The self as friend and enemy.
Scene. Krishna continues, for him who has conquered himself, the self is friend. But for one who has not, the self is enemy.
Then, Krishna expands the metaphor. When the mind is disciplined, it becomes ally. It supports growth, peace, and liberation. But when the mind is restless and uncontrolled, it sabotages. It becomes enemy, dragging the person into desire, fear, and delusion. For Arjuna, this is the essence of yoga. Victory is not over others, but over oneself. Conquer yourself, and you are free. Fail to do so, and you are enslaved, even if you conquer the world.
Now, this is visible in our world. Some people, despite wealth and power, remain restless, tormented by their uncontrolled mind. Others, though ordinary, radiate peace because they have mastered themselves. Self-mastery is the true victory. External success means little without inner discipline. Krishna calls us to this deeper conquest.
Focus, master yourself. With discipline, your mind is ally. Without it, your mind is enemy. True victory lies within. Scene 6.7, the self-mastered yogi.
Scene, Krishna says, the yogi who has conquered himself, who is tranquil and steady, remains absorbed in the supreme, in cold and heat, in pleasure and pain, in honor and dishonor.
Then, the picture of the yogi grows clearer. Having mastered himself, he is steady in all conditions. Pleasure and pain, praise and blame, heat and cold all touch the body, but not the self. He remains absorbed in the supreme. For Arjuna, this means his battlefield conditions, victory or defeat, honor or disgrace need not enslave him. With mastery, he can fight without being shaken.
Now, this teaching is balm for our modern restlessness. Most of us swing with conditions. Praise excites, criticism wounds, comfort pleases, discomfort disturbs. The yogi stands steady through all. Anchored in higher truth, he does not ride the roller coaster of external conditions. His peace comes from within.
Focus, be steady amid dualities. Master yourself, anchor in the supreme, and you remain free in all conditions. Scene 6.8, content in the self.
Scene, Krishna adds, the yogi who is satisfied with knowledge and wisdom, who is steady, who has conquered senses, and who regards a clod, a stone, and gold as the same, is said to be established in yoga.
Then, the yogi's contentment is described. He is fulfilled by knowledge and wisdom, not by possessions. He has conquered senses, so temptations do not shake him. He sees clod, stone, and gold alike equal in essence, different only in use. His vision is clear, his contentment complete. For Arjuna, this means he can fight without greed for wealth or fear of loss. True wealth is wisdom, not gold.
Now, this teaching challenges modern obsession with possessions. Many measure success by wealth, luxury, and display, but Krishna shows a higher measure. The yogi is content with knowledge, steady in wisdom, and equal toward material things. Whether poor or rich, his peace is the same. Seeing a stone and gold alike does not mean he is blind to utility. It means he is free from craving. This vision brings serenity.
Focus, be content with wisdom, not possessions. Conquer senses, see all material equally and rest steady in yoga. Scene 6.9, equal vision toward all.
Scene, Krishna explains. The yogi who regards with equal vision a well-wisher, a friend, an enemy, the neutral, the arbitrator, the hateful, the relative, the righteous, and even the sinful, is distinguished.
Then, Krishna lifts Arjuna into a vision beyond bias. The yogi sees all with equality, friend or foe, relative or stranger, virtuous or sinful. This does not mean he ignores differences of role, but his inner regard is equal. He treats all with steadiness, compassion, and clarity. For Arjuna, this is liberation. He no longer needs to be torn by love for his relatives or hatred for his enemies. He can act for dharma while seeing all as souls beyond judgment.
Now, this vision is needed today more than ever. We divide people into categories: allies and opponents, worthy and unworthy, insiders and outsiders. Bias fuels conflict. Krishna shows the higher way. See the same essence in all, even if roles differ. This vision allows firmness without hatred, justice without cruelty, leadership without arrogance. The yogi who sees all equally is free from the inner poisons of bias.
Focus, practice equal vision. See friend and enemy, virtuous and sinful with the same inner regard. Equality of vision is true yoga. Scene 6.10. The yogi lives in solitude.
Scene. Krishna declares, the yogi should constantly practice yoga, remaining in seclusion, alone, self-controlled, free from desires and possessions.
Then, having described the yogi's inner vision, Krishna now describes his discipline. The yogi practices steadily in solitude with self control. He does not drown in possessions or desires. His focus is inward on yoga. This solitude is not escape but practice. It creates the space for inner steadiness to grow. For Arjuna, this is guidance. Even amidst duties, he must find inner solitude, freedom from craving, so that yoga deepens within him.
Now, this teaching resonates today. In our noisy, overstimulated world, solitude is rare but vital. The yogi seeks moments of seclusion not to abandon life, but to cultivate depth. A few minutes of solitude, a simple lifestyle, and self-control allow yoga to mature. Without this, life's noise overwhelms. Solitude is the soil where clarity grows.
Focus, seek solitude within life. Live simply, control desires, practice steadily. Solitude nourishes yoga. Closing summary: the working yogi, higher than the quitter.
Scene. Arjuna began this chapter torn between renunciation and action. He wondered if quitting the battlefield might be higher than fighting. Krishna answers decisively, "The true yogi is not the quitter, but the one who works without clinging."
Then Krishna redefines renunciation. The real renunciate is not one who avoids action, but one who performs duty without craving results. Scene 6.1. Renunciation and yoga are one, for both mean dropping selfish desires. Scene 6.2. Beginners must purify through disciplined action while the advanced rest in quietude naturally. Scene 6.3. Yoga means freedom from clinging, neither indulgence in objects nor obsession with duty. Scene 6.4. Krishna then calls Arjuna to self-responsibility. The self is one's friend or enemy, depending on discipline. Scenes 6.5 to 6.6. The yogi who masters himself remains steady amid cold and heat, pleasure and pain, honor and dishonor, absorbed in the supreme. Scene 6.7. He is content in wisdom, conquers senses, and sees clod, stone, and gold alike. Scene 6.8. He views friend, foe, and all alike with equal vision. Scene 6.9. Finally, Krishna describes his practice: solitude, self-control, simplicity, steady discipline. Scene 6.10. For Arjuna, this is liberation. He need not drop his bow to be yogi, he must drop his ego. His battlefield can become his yoga if he acts without clinging, with self-mastery and equal vision.
Now, this wisdom is transformative today. Many think spirituality means quitting jobs, fleeing responsibilities, or living in isolation. Krishna shatters that illusion. The higher yogi is the one who works fully, but without bondage. Spirituality is not outside life, but within it. It is in how you do what you do. A parent raising children without pride is yogi. A leader serving without arrogance is yogi. A worker performing duties without obsession for results is yogi. The true yoga is lived in daily life, not hidden in caves. This teaching also confronts the disease of modern restlessness. Many are enslaved by desire, fear, and comparison. Krishna offers the cure: self-mastery, discipline, solitude, and equal vision. When you conquer yourself, your mind becomes ally, your life becomes light. When you see all with equality, bias dissolves and compassion grows. When you live simply, peace follows.
Focus. The heart of chapter 6. Part 1 is clear. The working yogi is higher than the quitter. Engage the world, refine the self. Perform duty, drop ego. Seek solitude, cultivate discipline, practice equal vision. This is yoga in action, freedom in responsibility, peace in engagement, liberation in life itself.